So we're going to give you a little activity now. And for once, we're not going to tell you to get really deeply into the words, because you've heard a lot of words tonight and they've all basically been saying the same thing. So we're just basically setting up a scenario where imagine that you've just studied James chapter 1, verse 22. Do not merely listen to the word, but do what it says. Okay? And imagine you're in one of these 3/3 groups. You've heard what the word of the Lord is, and I want you to start making a plan to apply it to your life. Okay? So you've got sort of 15, 20 minutes to apply the word using those tips that I've shared with you. And just to remind you, briefly read the passage, agree between you what God's saying through that word, and then use the application tools. How will you obey it yourself? How will you train other believers? And how will you share with non-believers, given the opportunity? Does that make sense?
But we're doing it for that verse.
But just for that verse. I've kept it very specific and simple, so you don't spend hours debating what it means. Spend a tiny bit of time.
Don't have to go through Matthew 5, 6 and 7.
Yes. That was just a little hint, a tip from John. But I think the problem with us is in terms of doing Bible study or small group scenarios is we usually spend about 9/10 of the time working out what it means and enjoying the academic process, and then kind of running out of time to actually think how we're going to apply it to our lives. Which is why I love this 3/3 format, because it literally says, well, we're going to give 1/3 of our time to being accountable to whether we've done anything about it, 1/3 of our time hearing God on something that he's saying to us, and 1/3 of our time planning forwards. And I think that's a really good, honest process to shape the time. So we're just taking our 20 minutes now to just do that planning time.